Happy Monday, June 17th, everybody. Welcome back to our special Things Happen in Threes devotional that we're doing for the month of June with this journal that I have that is available on Amazon.com, so just check it out there. And the July one will be coming out shortly, so be on the lookout for that one as we get ready to start celebrating the month of July. So one of the things we've been kind of doing each morning is talking about how in the Bible, the number 3 is mentioned at least 500 times. And so what I've been kind of doing is picking out 3 little bit different, little bit perspective different on things that are mentioned in threes by God in the Bible. So today I'd like to focus on 3 patriarchs in the Bible. In Matthew 22:32, we talk about Abraham and Isaac and Jacob as being the patriarchs in the Bible. The Magi, the 3 wise kings, brought 3 different gifts to Jesus at his birth: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And then in Revelations, we talk about 3 different angels that are there. The first one talks about how to worship God. The second one declares the fall of Babylon. And the third one talks about receiving the mark of the beast and God's wrath. So again, everything happens and has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And even God does that when he shares his word with us. So that's kind of what I want to just kind of bring out this morning on this wonderful Monday. In our Things Happen in Three journals, we have broken down our topics and things we're going to focus every day on into threes as well. Now, one of the first things that we've been kind of talking about is how to take the focus off ourselves and try to share and think about other people. Because if we stop focusing on our own issues and start focusing on others, it lightens our burden a little bit and makes life a little bit easier to get through. So one of the things that we've been doing is that we have a section where we talk about things happen in threes. And I just want to share an answer to prayer. On our very first Wednesday, I think it was June 7th, I wrote down 3 people I know that were going through cancer treatments. And last night we found out that one of the people that's been going through treatments and dealing with it for several years now is actually celebrating 6 months cancer-free. And they kind of kept it to themselves because, as we all know, cancer and recovery is a roller coaster. But once they hit the 6-month mark and got that answer, they shared the news with everybody. So now we're looking for the next 6 months for this one. So what I did is I just kind of wrote down the date and what the answer was, and where we are with that prayer. And I thought, that's something that we all need. Sometimes we need to just write it down and then write the date that we're working on it with to see and just kind of know and see an ongoing answer to God's prayer. So as always, when we open up today's, obviously I put the date up here for my own notes, is June 17th for week 3 in this Monday. I chose this month to focus on 3 different people each day that I'm going to write, text, or email, or just see if I can bless in some way. And then the second thing that we do is we have a Bible verse and we find a way to make it relevant to ourselves, because we tend to remember God's word more when we read it, when we write it, and we say it. So let's talk about today's verse for week 3 on Monday. It's Ephesians 4:2 and 3. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. So what we're going to do with that, now that we've said it, is we're going to write it. And we're just going to either rewrite the whole verse or rewrite it or paraphrase it in a way that helps it make sense to us. And then, of course, what we do next is we write down, how is this Bible verse going to apply to me today? What does it mean to me today? How do I look at this Bible verse and have it make relevance to my life and things going on? Because when it means something to us, we remember it more. And finally, the third thing is just daily notes to God, or a quick journal entry, or just something here in this section on the next page to let us share our heart with the Lord. Now, I tend to want to use the six steps of journaling, where I first write down what I'm grateful for, any confession of sin I may have had for the morning or the day before, asking the Lord for forgiveness. And then I write my journal question and my answer on the next page. And finally, the sixth step is to obey whatever it is God is leading me to do with that. So as always, if you're following me on YouTube in Pat's War Room, don't forget, like, love, and share there, is the journal question. I'll have the video. The journal question will be in the description. If you're following me in Facebook, in Pat's War Room, the video will be there, and the first comment will be the journal question, so you'll have it and be able to copy it down for your own self a little bit later. And then if you're following me on Instagram, once again, the video will be there and the journal question will be in the description. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you have a great day. See you Tuesday. Bye-bye.